number 5 of listening to an album a day. Today's album is Renaissance by Beyonce, and this one was recommended to me by Gaga Brooks. I listened to Renaissance yesterday, and obviously I'd heard some of the big tracks like Cuff It and Break My Soul. Listening to the album all the way through, it was good, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't completely my thing. One thing I struggled with was just how blended some of the tracks were. Because so many of the songs blend into each other, I found it hard to separate them while I was listening to them. There were moments that I thought a song was going on for ages and I'm like, that's a really long song. And then I'd look at the time bar and I'm like, oh, it's only a quarter in. And then I realised the song had changed to a different one. I know this is intentional, but it just felt a bit disorientating to me. That being said, I completely understand why this album is so important. Renaissance was huge for the dance scene and it brought a lot of black and queer club culture to the spotlight. It pulls a lot from house, disco, ballroom and underground dance music, scenes that are often underrepresented, and it completely celebrates them. Critics loved that aspect of the album, especially as a joyful, communal dance floor record right after the pandemic. Where I've read that opinions are more mixed, some people feel it prioritises vibe over emotional depth, and I think I agree. Compared to albums like Lemonade, which I've only heard a couple of songs from as well, so feel free to recommend that, which was more narrative driven. This one is much more about atmosphere and movement and energy, and I can definitely see both sides to the argument. So that aside, my favourite song on the album was Pure/Honey. Honestly though, I think the pure part of that song, since it's 2 songs mashed into one, was my favourite. It's incredible. It's just sheer feminine power. Confident, commanding, and very intentional. My least favourite track on the album was All Up In Your Mind. It wasn't a bad song at all, it was just the least memorable for me, and it's got that really fat bass note and synth that goes all the way through it, and it just felt a bit too harsh for the track in my opinion, and I just didn't really connect with it as much. I should probably say as well, I love Beyonce as an artist. I sing quite a lot of her songs at my karaoke nights, like Halo is one of my favourites, and Listen. She's an absolute powerhouse of a vocalist and she's untouchable. So this rating isn't about her talent at all, it's just how much I connected to this album specifically. Culturally very important, vocals are amazing, but it did feel a bit long for me, and I personally prefer her ballads and a bit more of her earlier stuff. So I'm giving this album a 5 out of 8. With that one out of the way, I'm thinking of starting each day with a loose theme. So like having Mondays a certain thing, Tuesdays, oh, see that bit of fluff? Let's try that again. I'm also thinking of starting to give each day a loose theme. So if you've got any suggestions to fit a vibe, even better. As always though, for now, suggestions can be anything, Disney to death metal, any era. Another album down? What's next?